Aloha and welcome to 3-Minute Astronomy, a look at the vast worlds beyond our Earth. I'm Steve McGaughey, your NASA Solar System Ambassador. By now, most of us know about the launch and deployment of the James WEBB Space Telescope. On Christmas Day 2021, the telescope was launched into space, and after its deployment, it has reached its position and is preparing to make observations. Today, we have a very special guest, Maui High School student Luke Berrigan, here to tell us how he was able to track the trajectory of the telescope on its way to its location 1 million miles out in space.
Thank you for having me on this segment, Mr. McGaughey. The James WEBB Telescope is a very important piece of equipment, and one way that observing the telescope will help is by being able to check on the health and location of the telescope. What I and others did was track it to determine its position in space. This is important because the telescope is going to a very specific orbit, and if it is off course on its trajectory, it is imperative to find out about it. How I did these observations was through a few different steps. First, I got observations through the Las Cumbres Observatory, which is a network of 25 telescopes around the world. Once I had those observations, I performed astrometry on the images, which is the process of finding the right ascension and declination of the telescope. Right ascension and declination is like latitude and longitude, but for the sky. With these coordinates, we can track the orbit of the telescope to see if it is off course. Once these observations are done, we share them with organizations like the Minor Planet Center, which is dedicated to tracking minor planets, asteroids, and satellites, and Project Pluto, which is a database that stores information on objects in space. By sharing this information with these organizations, the information on the web is more accessible to a larger number of astronomers so that they can do their own research and we can continue to watch this fascinating telescope and keep it safe. In the future, I plan on helping monitor the health of the James WEBB Space Telescope. One way to do that is by looking at the color of the telescope. As the heat shield degrades, it may change color.
Thank you, Luke Berrigan, for joining us today and discussing his observations of the James WEBB Space Telescope. Until we return, you can learn more about the Webb telescope by going to web.nasa.gov. This has been 3-Minute Astronomy with your NASA Solar System Ambassador, Steve McGaughey. Looking up.